Acts chapter 21. So we left off last time with Paul in Jerusalem, about to go up to the temple to offer a sacrifice. But he's warned not to do that because the Jews have an issue with him. But he says, I'm ready to be not only an offering, but a sacrifice. What's that? That's crazy. He's saying he's willing to die for his faith. But then some of the disciples come and grab him and say, don't offer that sacrifice, brother, because the Jews are going to kill you. And so they have this big fight. And then Paul says, all right, I'll do it my way. And then he goes up to the temple and he sacrifices the money that was given to him by the Gentile Christians and says, here, I'm dedicating this to God. Then he cleanses his head and his beard and he goes into the court of the women and men and begins to worship. And guess who sees him? The Jews from the province of Asia. And they start yelling and screaming, hey, that guy that the high priest said to kill? He's over here. Come and get him. So all the people and the soldiers gather around him and they start beating him up really bad. But when they get ready to take him away, he tells the Roman officer, I'm a Roman citizen. And the officer is like, what did you do? And Paul says, I was just beaten up pretty bad by these Jews. So the officer stops the beating and says, did you get a warrant to beat a Roman citizen? They said no. So he steps in between them and says, everyone get back. And then he takes Paul and says, come with me to the tribunal. That's where we're going to pick up next time. But let's think about this for a second. Why would Paul go out of his way to get himself killed? I mean, he could have just not gone to the temple, right? He could have just stayed away from it. I mean, he knew what was going to happen. He knew the Jews wanted him dead. So why would he do that? Well, because he was willing to give his life for the sake of the gospel. He was willing to die for his faith. And that's something we should all strive for. That when our faith is tested, we don't run away from it. We don't deny it. We don't back down from it. We stand firm in it. And sometimes standing firm in your faith means you got to take a beating. But in the end, it's worth it because you know you're doing what's right. Okay, until next time, thanks for watching. Remember, God loves you.